I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it.
Well, fine. You know what, Barney? Give this guy a cigarette. He's freaking out. Huh? Who? Barney. He's the guy who tipped me off to Pepe Sylvia.
Barney? Who the hell is Barney?
You don't see Oh, shit. What the hell did he...
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
To make fine music, allow me.
In just a few hours, you'll be sitting around a campfire with Andy making delicious hot schmo.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9.
Raider!
Would you like to see?
Yeah. This is Sparta! You shall not pass!
I think I'll kill you.
Think of my children.
You don't have any children.
Someday I might.
Shut up.
Well, they say confession's good for the soul. I'd listen to this man. Take him away.
Welcome to the Iron Seas, everybody. This week we got our guest Draco Knight and Captain Evaleighmusic and Captain AC as always. So, our movie this week was Tron. We had a busy week. Chrisman and Kahuna will be joining us shortly. And until then, we can hang out, say hi to the chat, the usual stuff, all the fun stuff. So, without further ado, how you guys doing?
I'm doing fine. I had a nice spaghetti and meatball dinner, so I'm doing great.
Amazing. What about you, Justin? You're muted. Sign language.
I'm doing all right, man. I was just saying, I was working on the sun, and the sun's supposed to be good for you, but if you're out in it long enough, it takes your energy. I think the sun steals it back. Like, it only gives you so much. It's like, here you go, friend. And then if you're out there too much, it's like, you get some of that. It, lowers you in. And then you're like, man, daggone you. I need that. But we're doing all right. We've been chipping away at some music and such, getting back into the swing of some things-ish. Playing some Tony Hawk Underground on my PS2, so that's been pretty sweet.
Oh, heck yeah, brother. Yeah,
man. I never beat it. I never got out of New Jersey, so it's like a whole new world for me,
Most people don't get out of New Jersey. They move there, they get stuck there, they complain about it endlessly.
Oh, man. The only downside is my controller is not an actual Sony one. It's some off-brand Chinese thing. And my ears are weird. The buttons are so loud, so I gotta putting headphones on playing because the buttons are so loud. I don't like that. But it's just there's latency issues. You got to really press the buttons. So that game, man, it's like a fighter, to do those long combos and hit your lines and all that. You got to be pressing the right buttons quick and all that. And it's not registering. It's still fun, but
low woo in the night.
I thought you said whoa woo in the night.
I may have misspoke. Howdy, gentlemen. How are we doing tonight?
Kahuna.
What's up, Draco?
Yes.
You doing good, man?
Yes, I am.
What a great movie. I fell in love with this movie when I was 10 years old. I got it. It was one of this whole collection of movies I got for my 10th birthday, including Godzilla 98, which does not belong in the same category as Tron. But
really?
Well, there was one good thing that came of that 98 Godzilla movie, and that was the fantastic trailer. Sometimes bigger is better.
I don't remember this trailer, nor have I seen the movie, so I'll take your word for it.
It's
an all-time classic.
It gets more hate, I think, than it deserves, but it's a bad Godzilla film.
Is that the one with Ferris Bueller? Is he the lead?
Yeah.
It seems like a bad call. I don't know. I feel like a Godzilla movie should be about Godzilla, but what do I know?
I remember liking it, but that was my introduction to the concept of Godzilla, so I have a very skewed perspective on it.
Yes, yeah, that was my introduction to Godzilla. I had never really watched Godzilla before that.
Oh, okay. I thought I was alone in that.
No. Brian, yes, I am looking sharp. I have the shield of truth here. Actually, guys, go check out Brian's shop. Besides his fantastic books, he also has mugs, shirts, and if you pay enough, you can get one worn by me. Oh my goodness, I am DPR, direct program risk. That fits really good. That fits so good, dude.
Well played.
I think I'm like the mascot, like in those old programs, like you know how all those old teaching programs had to have like a mascot like pop up. Hey kids, if you were lost, just click over here. Kind of like that.
Yeah. As long as that mascot isn't a purple monkey, we're good.
What was that from? That reference is going right over my head.
You don't know about Buddy. That piece of software with the purple monkey, which was actually a virus.
Buddy virus. Oh,
we're gonna see Justin. We're gonna see Justin's screen just turn off, disappear.
He can't be a virus. He's so cute. Look at him.
That's how it worked.
Oh man, he's spinning a globe and he's got a butterfly on it. He's not gonna do anything nefarious.
It was like the email back in the day. Hey, you won.
I did.
Click this link to redeem it now. Just give us your information, your credit card, your bank pin, all that jazz. Son of Godzilla. I haven't seen Kahuna's Clippy 2.0.
No.
Is that the paperclip?
That is an unfair and slanderous statement.
Daniel, I am many things, but this is not paperclip material. I'm toss that out right now.
It's
very strong.
It's text, so it's not slander. It's libel because it's
yes, approved.
It is a libel.
I have to prove that what he said is damaging my career or my reputation somehow. Justin, you hate me now. You can't even stand me due to these allegations. Obviously,
clearly,
is that right? I'm still caught up on. I'm looking.
Obvious.
Oh,
the scorn is pouring from your pores.
I'm looking at the different mascots. I forgot about Merlin. He was cool.
Is Kahuna fond of Big Kahuna? Like the drink, the movie, the cartoon character? There's a lot of Kahuna things out there.
Many big Kahunas.
Including by Detour Sunglasses. They make sunglasses called the Big Kahuna for men with giant heads. It is a advertising match made in heaven. A sponsorship match made in heaven. I will make it happen someday.
Does it say that on the box for men with giant heads?
That's how they advertise. They're like, "Hey, you have a big head." They have glasses and they have hats, and they're like, "Hey, you have a fat head."
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Perfect for big heads. You're telling the truth.
Have I ever not?
I don't know. I don't always fact check all of your claims, but that one seemed outrageous. And it is indeed the truth.
Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. My name is Stifler, and I have a 14-inch penis.
The more you know.
Don't fact check it.
Ask Grok. Grok, is this true?
I'm gonna ask Grok.
Hey, Grok, does Kahuna have a 14-inch
What is the size of? Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, Draco. I'm not sure what you were expecting when you came on here. But
no, this is exactly what I expected. I watched the Daniel P. Riley one.
Awesome.
That's right. Kahuna is a direct descendant of King Kamehameha, who was perfectly long-winded screams and explosive energy blast. This is true, but he also had darting, intelligent eyes, and I wouldn't describe myself as that.
I would. Aww. We're all friends here. Yeah.
I don't like the way you said that. It makes it sound like we're not. All right, so we're talking Tron. What did I miss? Sorry, I'm late, boys. I was driving across multiple islands today for work, so.
Other world. You were traveling the many worlds.
I mean, Tron would be the greatest movie of the 1980s if Top Gun didn't exist.
Whoa,
that's a big claim, but it's a really good movie, and visually it's stunning. Never replicated, in my opinion, not even by especially by modern films. But yeah, no, That's a pretty bold claim. There are some great movies in the 1980s.
I mean, where are you going to get another film like this in the entire decade?
You know, a weird comparison that I think is that kind of apt because they're both of their time and unreplicatable. Tron, and then the next stage was The Matrix. Both kind of related to computers and programming, and like both very specifically of the time when they were made, and each stylistically quite unique as well. So while they like comparing them feels weird, I think it's an apt comparison because it's like one is the next generation.
Yeah, I see it. It's like Tron was the games we got on the NES, and The Matrix is the PS2 and PS3 when we started getting more realistic graphics, more high definition.
Yeah, it's like when PC gaming and Doom started, like that when that game first came out. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Like all the PC nerds, like, hey guys, I got 13 megapixels of prawn on the internet.
Yeah, but
it's definitely. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, but the movie is definitely it is unique for its time because no one can replicate that kind of style. I mean, you've got all of the wireframe textures you would expect from computers and from game graphics at the time, and you've got this really nice type story. I mean, it's only like what, an hour? You're in, you're out. You got all of the characters characterized well.
This is back when characterization was still a thing. We actually knew something substantial about these people that we were traveling with.
Yeah, we met young Sheridan before he joined the Alliance Navy and fought the Minbari.
Yeah, it's like I rewatched. I let my oldest son watch the Lost World for the first time last night, actually, with my grandma and I. And that movie holds up really, really well. But it puts into stark contrast how much I hate most of the Jurassic World movies.
Oh, you are talking about Jurassic Park, The Lost World. I was like,
yeah, I'm talking about The Lost World. That's the better one. It's almost like, honestly, it's almost as good as the first one. It's not there, but it's close. It's the second one. It's with Ian Malcolm. It's not as good as the first, but it's almost as good. It's really solid.
Man, there's so many bold cinematic claims being made.
Justin, rewatch that movie. I dare you.
I wore the tape out. Kahuna.
I will
Mr. Kahuna, sir, I wore that tape out when I had it back in the day. I do declare. And I love that movie as a child because the body count in it was like 22. Which
There's
is
a lot of dead people in that film.
But story-wise, character-wise,
yes,
bit of a stinker.
There are bad moments, but it's very good. Okay, anyway, we're talking about Tron.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs in Tron. Remember that one scene?
Actually, Draco, you're here. You wanna pipe in on the debate real quick? Just settle it once and for all.
For Jurassic World, listen. I think
The Lost World being almost as good as Jurassic Park. The first.
Look, I can't tie break this. I didn't see the original Jurassic Park till my late 20s.
Oh wow,
you poor boy. No.
Listen, I'm not a dinosaur fan, so I can't answer this with any authority.
I'm gonna cry right now. Maybe it's just me and my family, because my sister, when she went on with her best friend, that first 2 weeks of knowing each other, they'd met twice. She's like, "Hey, you want to go on a road trip during the middle of winter for 2 weeks and stay in the same tent together and freeze our butts off in national parks?" My sister said yes. And when they're going through Utah, my sister pulls the car over and is like, "What?" And her friend's like, "Why do we stop?" She's like, "Dinosaurs." And her friend could not understand it. She's like, "Is this just your thing? You just really like dinosaurs? Is that what's going on here?" Jurassic Park is... Oh, Bill, I swear to Christ, my brother in Christ. What is with all this dinosaur sacrilege? AC, you're with me, right?
Now I'm on Team Dinosaurs. I love Jurassic Park 1, man. Oh, so good. So good.
If it makes you feel better, I did see it in a theater. They were doing a special that day.
Oh,
so I did see it on the big screen at least.
That movie, I would go back to see that movie in a second. It's like anytime they bring back extended Lord of the Rings, I'm going to see them.
Yeah, that's one of the few experiences in a theater that really stuck with me. There's very few. I've seen a lot of movies in theaters, but that was one that was. I think I was like 8 when it came out.
Well, Lord of the Rings.
No, Jurassic Park, #1. And
Oh,
so I was
wow.
totally, as a growing boy, you go from like monster trucks to sharks, and then you get into dinosaurs. And it was right around that era when I was like, I knew all the names of all of them, and to see them on screen was
Hey, Mom,
awesome.
that's a Pachycephalosaurus.
That's a Tyrannosaurus, right? She got little hands, but that's okay. He can bite you still. Watch out.
Terrible lizard.
As much
Anyway.
as this conversation is interesting, let's get back to Tron, because Pritchard and Justin have not thrown in their opinions yet.
Oh man, I'm gonna be on a lonely island. I think there's a whole lot of Tron love, but they're not gonna find much in the upper left quadrant of your screen. I didn't hate it.
Wait, have you seen it, Justin? Had you seen it before?
No, I had not. First time.
The pacing would kill you a little bit,
and it's only an hour and a half. But and the reason that the pacing was so rough, there was 2 major criticisms I have that really hurt it. Because I have plenty of good things to say about it, so I'll get to that.
Go on, hater of the movie, Rocky. Tell us why Tron isn't good.
Rocky is such a snooze fest.
Oh my gosh! See, this is why we can't take him anywhere, Drake.
This movie had similar issues in some regard, and I confirmed because I was making a comment about the lack of music in the chat, and people were like, "What are you talking about? You're a crazy person. There's plenty of music." And then I looked it up, and actually, a lot of the music was cut intentionally because I was thinking about it. I was talking behind the show before we went live, and I'm like, they must have cut the music intentionally. The more I was thinking about it, it was just bizarre, and it was done intentionally. So we'll get to that. But before we get into things that I did not like about it, I did like the aesthetic of it. Visually, very cool, very unique. I haven't seen
Could you
anything...
enjoy the aesthetic if you didn't take time to do it? You need a little time. You gotta kind of just sit there and wait. You gotta take in those long shots, which does make the pacing bog down a little bit.
Oh, the pacing issue, to me, there was... well, all right, to get into it. The pacing, the reason that I had issues with the pacing, you're saying it was a little bit slow, there's, like, no camera movement. I felt like I was watching an anime, but even less animated, in the sense that it was a stagnant shot, things happen, then another stagnant shot. It's like, somebody move a camera, tilt it, pan it, jib, get that thing on a crane, let's get some movement going on here. And I think that they probably did that. I didn't actually research this. All I can assume is that they had to keep the shot stagnant in order for, like, the effects to work. That's all I can figure.
No, they didn't keep it. The camera did move when it was following a vehicle. Anytime it followed a vehicle, it would move.
But like 90% of it, it was like an anime where it's just locked. So that hurt, and then the lack of music, which I was gonna get to later.
The
but
music is good when it's there.
It's fine. But it's fine. It's like and then it's done. But they cut out a lot of the music because, like Matrix, which you guys were talking about the comparison to before, which I think makes plenty of sense, they cut the music because they wanted the computer world to feel distinct from the human world. So they actually had a whole bunch of music in there, and they cut it out. So if you listen to the actual soundtrack, there's a bunch of music on it that is not in the movie, and they cut it out and replaced it with like low hums and computer sounds, which... horrible choice. Terrible choice. I'd like to see the cut that has the music because I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. That and just the premise. It's a premise that I think is, for being, 40-some years old, it's still
fun.
You could make it again today, and they are making a follow-up, and the basic premise of it with computers and AI and all this sort of thing, it's still very relevant. Even 40 years later. It's like the story felt modern, which is pretty cool. So, anyways, that's my initial thoughts.
Well, I thought the plot was maybe a little too straightforward, but I'm not against straightforward plots. However, it came off occasionally clunky, a little bit, kind of like maybe some of that.
A little contrived, a little like the plot needs this. No.
Well, like the characters like Laura and Yori were a little bit underdeveloped, for example. Like, and I mean, as the the poll suggests, the fits were out of control. To be honest, that was some good stuff.
One moment, everybody.
Oh, and yeah, here we go. I'll just continue quick while he's preparing. Accessibility might be an issue. There's some people that might not be able to get into a premise like this. It's a little abstract, like you're going into a computer program. You got to
Is this what the people wanted?
Read the super chat, sir.
Wait, it's your wife, so hold on.
Yes.
Paying a little more because that's my cupping shirt. But off with the shirt, you filthy sandwich. 3 the nipples.
Yes. And then the follow up. Yeah. But anyway, and like some of the dialogue dated the movie a little bit too, you know, like
of course it would.
Yes,
yeah.
of course. But however, you know, you got to give them points for innovation. They cared a lot about symbolism and themes here. There's actually multiple themes.
There's a lot of spiritual themes just casually tossed into this movie. Like
man versus creator, like there's so many things.
Man,
seeking perfection, the whole thing. Anyway, go ahead, Draco.
Yes. What were you saying, Draco?
The spiritual stream, like I saw this when I was a kid, like somewhere in my teens, and it's like that movie was good, but the spiritual stuff is even stronger now that I've analyzed it, and they do appear in Tron Legacy as well. Like I'm not sure how, but this movie and its sequel are basically very spiritual movies. Like I'd almost say they're Christian tales, like modern day Christian tales as well, because of how everything is about this one lone warrior fighting for God, you know, in a world that like tries to reject him, and the MCP is the representation of the world. It's just the world happens to be digital.
Yeah.
Right.
And even the hold on, sorry, my brain just died for a second. I'll remember.
Well, my overall point is maybe it was just a tad bit ambitious, but I still think they got over the finish line. So I don't think we'll get into it. But that's some of my initial thoughts here. I liked the themes and stuff, but I noticed the rough around the edges parts too. So that's where we're at.
I feel like a big part of this movie, one thing that helped a lot for it being my first time seeing it, was just the familiarity of Jeff Bridges. I didn't know there was any big names in this film at all.
Oh, he's so good in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Admiral dude, Snark or whatever his name is, wasn't he somewhere
Snark.
too? Yeah, Snark. He's in something. I recognize him.
Not Snark.
Yeah, it's David Warner.
Snarf. Sorry. Yeah, what is he from? Where do I know his face?
Well, did you watch Batman the Animated Series?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ra's al Ghul.
Hell yeah.
But but he was in like I've seen his face in a movie though.
He's been in films. Sure. He looks like another actor, but it's not who I thought it was when I was.
Oh, okay, maybe that's it. He might look like another guy.
He looks like Alan. He looks like Alan Rickman, is what he looks like. A little bit.
Alan Rickman. I thought he was in Star Wars or something. Yeah. No. Snape.
That's not Alan Rickman was.
Sark.
So seeing Jeff Bridges in it was it helped. I think for a lot of people that would be watching it, even though it's not the most like gripping movie. I think that you have that familiar touchstone, and that helped. I think if it had been yet another sort of lesser known actor in the lead, I almost wonder. I don't know. It could have been a different. I don't know if it would have had the same cult following, but maybe that's a crazy claim, and obviously no way to prove it. But I was like, oh, Jeff Bridges, I know him. Let's see what's happening. Oh, and Cindy Morgan? I never heard of her before, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy Morgan. I know who she is now. Babe, had no idea she existed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I liked the kind of relationship of like the dynamics of like authority within the digital space. I like the way that broke down. Sark was a command program, and that's why he was so like rigid and so determined, like singularly focused, because it's literally his only job. Art house in it. No, Bill, your opinions on movies are wrong only about 1/3 or maybe 3/8 of the time. Whereas Justin's, it's almost 50%. Believe it or not, that's a very big difference. That's like
50.
1 in 3 versus 1 in 2. That's a lot.
Bruh. Hey, all I'm saying is the user reviews, they tend to line up with about where my score is at. So
Secret of the Ooze.
Yes.
Cowabunga. Anyway.
I gotta pull this dude.
We need. Oh, and what's up? Tron was one of those movies I didn't think was great, but was visually pretty good. See, I disagree. It's like there are moments where it's okay. You and the woman can be wrong.
I mean, it's visually great. The light cycles alone.
I was gonna say light cycles, and the boomerang things, the frisbees.
What's funny is my favorite shot in the entire film probably is one that doesn't even take place inside of the computer. It's whenever the three main characters, they gather in Flynn's apartment and they have the blinds open. It almost has a Blade Runner kind of vibe to it with the way the lighting hits, and it has the lines, and it almost looks like the grid that you're seeing later, but they have the purple lights coming in and the blues, and it's so deliciously like that 1980s, what would be like a retro wave music background, and just the fact that they did it in real life with real lighting before you get into the computer.
I think you're right. It was a really famous artist, like concept artist, who was behind obviously the artistic vision of this film in particular. I can't remember who it was. I watched all the special features when I was a kid too, but it was super good.
Draco, what were you saying? I think you started cutting out before.
Did I? I already finished up. I wasn't saying anything.
Shit. Sorry. Maybe I mistook it. My bad. I thought you were saying something. Anyway.
Mobius. So it was Mobius. No wonder this film looks how it is.
That explains it.
And that makes a lot of sense. Also, I think Blade Runner is another good comparison in this movie as far as like feel. It's a movie that's visually fantastic and very interesting, but if someone is like doesn't vibe with the pacing and some of the story, like Justin, I totally get it, even if they're wrong.
Very cold colors, right?
You do have to like if you don't vibe with early CGI, you probably won't be able to get through it. It's like watching early seasons of Reboot. Some people just can't stand the first 2 seasons of CGI, so they bail. Understandable. They missed out on a great thing, but understandable.
I find that like certain CGI from this time very charming. That's even like The Last Starfighter. I think it was one of the first films to have a 3D animated ship in it or whatever. And it looks rough, but it doesn't even bother me. I don't care that it doesn't look super realistic. I don't know. I thought that like the visuals in this film, I agree. I could see how people would be off put by it, but at the same time, I can. I'm like, no, it's like
Draco, no.
There's something about the look of films from this era. And actually, I was wondering too, if whenever this came out, if it blew people away, if they were watching it and were just like jaw drop on the theater floor.
Between the CGI, the suits, the effects, the way it blends really well for considering its age. Like when I'm seeing the sets, I'm thinking of like Superman. Like original Christopher Reeve Superman, like some of the sets from like Krypton, and like when people weren't afraid to make big, elaborate, weird sets. I kind of miss the weirder sets. Like
yeah.
Where's the weird? Yeah, come on.
You know, a movie that could have used some big, elaborate sets. Yeah. But they could also have used better writing. Ant-Man 3.
yeah. Called out.
I knew better than to watch that movie. I'm gonna toss that out there.
You are a wiser man than me.
Yeah, I didn't make it that.
I don't think I even saw the second. I don't think I even saw the second one. And they're like, you have to watch this to enjoy Endgame. I'm like, watch me.
No, you didn't miss anything with the second one. Just watch the first Ant-Man. You're good.
Yeah, and that movie wasn't everything it could be either, because they basically stole the vision of that film from the original writer. What was his name? I can't remember. But it's like I like, again, the spiritual kind of themes going into this as well. Like Kevin Flynn, it's himself. It's like God, Jesus. He is in this world, in the form of this world. Yes. And he has special powers, and I'm watching this. I'm like, I've read this before. Somewhere.
I've read this before somewhere. Yeah, it's like man versus machine, freedom and control, creator and creation. That's where a lot of that, and it's so cool that he's taking the form of this world, like from this world, like that. The way you put that too, it's very good.
He's the son of himself essentially, because it's like it's all there, man. It's all there. I appreciated that in this film.
Yeah,
corporate. There's even corporate greed and ethics. for those who don't like.
There's also chess and how it is evil and leads to domination in the digital space.
So true. Chess is satanic. Confirmed.
That's the strongest thing.
Thanks, Tron. That's the
Yes,
strongest thing.
An identity.
I love the idea that a nerd program was trying to take over the world. It's so true to life.
It's kind of the whole. I mean, one thing that I did really enjoy about this movie is that again, it's 1980s. So if you didn't grow up during that time period, even early 90s with the arcades and that whole scene, I don't know if it would hit the same way. But whenever they're going to the arcade to hang out, and it's the young guys, the young girls are there. Somebody's playing the arcade.
Also, young Jeff
on.
Bridges is kind of weird to me because like so many of his movies, he's older, and I'm like watching him like he's like just a dude. He's like a Han Solo. Like what's going on here?
Yeah, but that vibe in the arcade was awesome to like go back and you felt like you were back there. I'm like, oh, this is so nostalgic in a great way. And then they also do a cut where they're inside of the game at one point and then they come out and it's like, meanwhile in the real world, just in case you, the viewer, couldn't figure out this isn't the same place. I was like, what is that? But I love that. It's like, it was so unnecessary, but I thought that was nice too. But the fact that at the heart of this, it's really, the whole story is this guy made a game, somebody else took credit for it. And so he wants credit for the game he made. It's like this huge shit. Like, how funny is that? And then it goes down this huge, yeah. And it's, oh man, it goes way off the rails. It gets way deeper. But at its heart, that's like the base premise, which is so like deliciously 80s, and video games were like a new thing, especially early 80s. You know.
As musicians, I'm sure you guys have no idea what that's like. No, that never happens.
Nope.
Especially music never happens. Anyway.
Yep. We even had, what did we have? Digital as one of the themes this week, one of the music themes in the Discord in honor of Tron. That was fun.
I was gone. I would have done one of the songs from Deus Ex because I adore that game has a great soundtrack.
Lots to choose from. I never tag all on that. I always just do here. If you happen to be online, I feel like that's enough. There's enough notifications that go out anyway. I want the all ones to be special if I can help it. So, but yeah, that was cool. Tron, lots to dig into, to be honest. There's sequels too.
There's something else too. The sequel, new one coming out, is going to be garbage. But moving on, I'm okay with the film looking like. People are like, "Oh, the CG has aged." I'm like, but it's supposed to look like a game from that time in a 3D way, and it does look like that. Even if the technology wasn't where it is now, it I'll take artistic vision over advanced CGI any day of the week. That's why older video games, despite not being as graphically sophisticated, sometimes look a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the original Thief games. Look at some of the older Skyrim game or older Elder Scrolls. Sorry, and just some of these older games. It's like they're not in ultra 4K 63 frames a second, but they look better overall. They're more pleasing to the eye. That's kind of how this film sits for me. It's limited by technology, but its artistic vision was so solid that it makes up for it.
To your point, with the sequel that they did, I think it was in 2010.
11.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen some screens, and it looked. I think it looks pretty good for the time in terms of the visuals, but it doesn't look like it doesn't have the punch of the original. It looks like a modern interpretation, sort of like a.
It did.
Almost like a copy of a copy. And even though the scanner you're using to make the copies is newer tech and better tech, it's just you lost something in the translation there.
That's a great soundtrack too, by the way.
I heard that one. I heard a song off of it. Actually sounded pretty sweet.
Yeah, Tron Legacy it doesn't have the same aesthetic punch that the original did.
It still looked good, but it wasn't the same. It
wasn't the same. It kept the spiritual themes though, which I do appreciate.
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't hold them from the 2011 version digitally is the de-aging. They hadn't quite gotten there yet, and
Right.
Jeff Bridges de-aged.
Does he have marbles? Oh, go ahead.
Didn't
Sorry,
like
AC.
Like after the Avatar movie, you can de-age, right? But like, it's not perfect. And then I think we're just starting to figure it out.
It's gotten pretty good now. It's like, and no matter what they did, it was always like this uncanny valley effect, where it's like That's not human.
You needed Disney to throw Star Wars money at it before it finally breached over that gap.
I think Rogue One is maybe the first movie where I watched it. I'm like de-aging. I think we might be there.
Yeah,
it's the first movie where I was like, I think we might have gotten it with this one.
Yeah.
Did they de-age the way Jeff Bridges speaks? Is it just me, or does it sound like he always has marbles in his mouth?
That's part of his charm. He's the dude.
Barely getting words out of my mouth.
He's going to talk with marbles in him.
Well, in that movie, I could understand him, but he's got so many roles. Like, the older he gets, the more he's just, like, it seems like every movie he's like, well, last movie was 2 marbles, so let's put a third one.
I mean, he's still more understandable than Stallone when he speaks.
Very true.
I love when Stallone is playing a character that's not like Stallone at all, and like, he doesn't change his voice, he just makes it less Stallone. Somehow. Like, one of the, speaking of films and their aesthetic, one of the ugliest films ever made, Spy Kids 3. It's like anyone remember he was in that movie?
No.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember.
that is one of the ugliest films ever released in theaters.
Yeah.
And Stallone being in it just seems it's so
That's
funny.
a bit far. It's not one of the best, but it was not the ugliest. I've seen worse.
There's ugly.
It's really ugly though.
It's really ugly though. Yeah, that's true too.
It's just not
Spy Kids 3D.
Speaking of like ugly movie pieces, Dumont's outfit, did anybody else think he looked absurd whenever they're in the game? Dumont, he's got that helmet that's like very phallic. Anybody else? He's like a triangle with a dong on his head kind of thing.
How better to penetrate the program?
No.
They pick him up and they throw him on the WNBA court. I'm like, yeah, that checks.
No, he was just wearing a clerical outfit. Remember, he's
actually though,
to the users.
He just, I don't know, that outfit.
Pope wears a phallic hat now, do you? Or any of
the
bishops?
I think his hat's a little silly too. I'll go out on a limb and I'll say it.
I read this line in a book recently, and it's very true to life. Traditionally, the sillier the hat, the larger the sillier the hat, the more important the man. Not always, but
that's fair.
Generally speaking, for humanity, this is true.
I've heard that somewhere.
There was one other character whenever they are on their way, I think to Dumont, where there's some, I forget what they were, what like the term was, because this movie had a lot of like I don't know, jargon's not the right word, a lot of like terms for the different things going on and acronyms and all that. But there was a side character, and it was just this lady. Some of them had like the cloaks on almost that were really cool looking, and they were just there for a minute. But there was one outfit. Do you guys know the one I'm talking about? It was orange and almost had like these big tubes sticking out all over the place.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
She was in it for like 3 seconds. I'm like, I want to see that outfit again. I'm like, and then that was it. I thought she was gonna pop back up.
It's like a Star Wars character in costume in the background. You're like, what is going on there?
But it was such a cool look. And then they just went right to Dumont. I'm like, no, go back. Why don't you put Dumont in that suit? That's a cool looking suit. So he's like, what's up, yo? Check out my hat.
Well, also going back to like symbolism stuff, but Flynn he doesn't stop the ultimate evil, but he provides Tron with a way to stop the ultimate evil. And yeah. Overall, fun, very very fun film. I also love how Flynn is just like, where am I? Well, who are you, funny-looking people? What's going on here? I'm like, this is the most like Evaleighmusic, like this is how I imagine Evaleighmusic would respond exactly in this situation. Like, what? Who are you? Well, what are you? Why is everyone so violent? What's happening?
There it is. Come on, that's a silly design. I mean, it looks absurd. His hat just. I can't. It's like I feel like it should be censored.
He is standing erect in his position.
He sure is. That's how you know he's serious. He's intimidating.
It's just part of his uniform. It's a religious ornament.
I'm reading into the symbolism.
It's not pornographic. It's tasteful. It's artistic.
I'll know when I see it, Kahuna, and I think I'm seeing
DC
it.
Daniel gets it.
What was the other thing I was gonna say?
It looks like a tower, but it also reminds you of a bishop's hat because he's a cleric. He is this world's version of a cleric.
I love the juxtaposition between Draco and Justin. It's Draco's like, he looks like a bishop, and Evaleigh's, that's a penis.
That's a dick.
He's got a finger on there. I will say, you talk about like the main 3 characters. They're all really likable, which is good. And even my boy Ram, shout out to Ram. Ram tried his best until he pulled an R-Tax, but you know, They were all yeah, they were all easy to root for, and I even felt bad for the dude. Whenever they're playing the game and they're playing Pong and they're on the rings, and he's got that really silly arm extension thing and they're bouncing the ball. That was cool, but I even felt bad for that dude. I don't even remember his name, but I still felt bad. And even Jeff Bridges. No, in the game that was Tron on the bridge.
No, that was Tom. He was
yes,
program for savings and loan.
I like how there's just
I'm not going to finish them all. We're going to have to do it. And then, I couldn't find a lady with the crazy orange.
They definitely
outfit.
went with brighter colors.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of that one bit. Is this the newest one, or is this the
this is the better one than the new one coming out.
Oh, this is 2010.
This is 2011. 2011.
Oh, it looks like a shell of the original.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it's not bad looking. It just doesn't look right.
It doesn't have the charm. Like, look at the original. Look how different. Like the painted background. Look, she is giving him anyway.
They can still have that. Here's the most egregious thing. They can still easily do that look. In fact, it should be easier now, right?
I like how like the faces and like the body parts that aren't like in suits for the people in the digital world look like an old timey like black and white video.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a neat effect where they took something old and they layered modern stuff on top of it. I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah. That look is something. I'm just tossing that out there.
Yeah, the new one is much more streamlined and efficient, which I guess is a lot about advancing technology.
It looks worse in motion. I'll toss that out there. Oh, Christ.
Actually, you know what? There's another film to make a comparison to. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Because Tron excellently blends mediums. Like, you've got all the advanced CGI and you've got the practical effects that don't look out of place. Just like how they expertly mix the live action with animation in Roger Rabbit. Like, you can't even tell. Like, it looks so well. Like, you can't be like, you're not thrown out of the movie because they're animated characters. They just blend and seamlessly fit in. That's good, and no one's been able to replicate that.
AC, bring up.
Oh man.
AC, bring up Daniel's last comment if you can.
You're gonna talk about childhood trauma, man. The dip, when they put that shoe in the dip.
Oh yeah.
Still got nightmares.
The dip, bro.
So what Daniel's talking about is what they call streamlining. They do it with game design. They do it with visuals and CGI. They're trying to streamline everything. It's like when you're painting a miniature model and you put a wash over everything. It'll blend it all together, but it's not necessarily going to make it look better.
Or when you take a miniature and just dip your entire hand with the miniature into a bucket of paint, is what a lot of the movies do.
A lot of them are like, it's half glued, it's not even ready, but it's, here you go. Take it, modern audience.
Take it away.
Bite the pillow and take it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Judge Doom.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like the streamlining makes it easier to make, but you lose a lot of the artistic vision in the process.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I kind of miss when like movies like Tron or like Blade Runner, they had like there's one guy who had an artistic vision and they just built off of that one guy's idea. And like Star Wars was kind of like that too. It was like George's artistic vision, and that's why Star Wars is and feels so unique. It was so neat. And so much better than Star Trek. I will never get over how much better Star Wars is than Star Trek.
Agreed. Strong agreement there, brother.
Oh man,
Draco, you're in my good book, man. You're in my good book because I can't tell you how much. Like I love this space, but I can't tell you how many Trekkies are out there like dumping on Star Wars.
That's what I mean. Like, what do you mean better? I guess it's like faster. It's more like fun.
It's not boring leftist idealistic bullshit.
All right. That's fair.
I do like some of the leftist idealism, but that's only in Return of the Jedi. As if you listen to George Lucas post commentary with the whole Ewoks equal Vietnam War thing. But overall, it's not openly in your face like Star Trek is, especially in the Next Generation.
Star Trek? Oh, we don't have needs of material things anymore.
In fairness,
them if we need them.
the only 3 Star Treks I've seen are the ones with Chris Pine, so that's my reference point for. I was like, those were fine.
That is a worse sin that I've made against Star Trek.
Those were fine. What was the problem with those?
I can disagree with Kahuna in ways like Star Trek does have like some good themes. I can look at the strengths of Star Trek and disagree with Kahuna in ways because I've seen more than Chris Pine. But I haven't seen the classics, so I can't like jump in and be like, "Oh, I'm a Trekkie."
I have. Outside of that one episode where the furry creature about takes over the ship, it's mostly, yeah, the Trouble. Yeah, that's what they're called. A little brown thing that keeps growing, replicating itself.
Wait, what was that
I've only
called?
seen DS9.
All right, so
DS9 is lit. I love it.
Yeah.
So when there was music, Justin, did you like the music from Tron?
Nope, sure didn't.
It's not complicated, therefore it's not good.
It was so drony and just like, give me a synth. I'll hold this key. We'll count to 8. Now I'll hold these 2 keys down here. We'll count to 6. That dude's gonna go like this on like one string, and then there's gonna be like a computer noise, and then it fades out, and that's the music for that scene. And then they cut it out. I just wanted music, man. There's so many scenes that the camera's not moving. I'm like, there needs to be some weight to this scene. There's an emotional moment, and it's just silent.
Look,
it felt like unfinished.
Real philosophy? No, we don't view things in terms of philosophy. We view them in terms of story. Everything is a story. You can view philosophy in the terms of a story, but yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm proud because we got people crapping on different versions of Star Trek in the chat, which is all I'd ever wanted. Oh man, it's a good time.
I mean, the best parts when there were no music in Tron was like the light cycle scene. Like that has that has no music, but it's like the effects is so good that it can carry it. The effects and the visuals.
And there were in the scenes where they were trying, where there was tension, it felt real. It felt like it was good. I felt it when watching it, and a lot of movies struggle with that. They're like, you don't feel like these characters are in peril, or you don't even care, and it's like this movie's making you care about a computer program somehow for some reason, and they made you care.
Tron, though. Like Flynn was in peril. Tron was never in peril.
Tron, I'm like, this guy. Even as a kid, I'm like, he's too cool for school. He's gonna be fine. It's like DS9, no humans. What?
He'd like to DS for 9.
Yeah, that was a stretch.
Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern?
That was a Reed Richards level stretch.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
That was a nerdy comment, and I approve. That's great.
Followed up by like the best nerdy response, dude. Yeah, I love everybody here. Chat, love you. Captains, love you. Draco, love you. Guests in general, they're always good. This is
so good. Such big, beautiful guests.
It's great when like YouTube rolls out the XP function in our chat, games it, and then like we just have this back and forth with just the most nerdy responses. I don't know. I look forward to it every week. It's great.
Also, like one thing I've always kind of been with Tron is how like there's Tron and then the creator Alan is creator Alan, and obviously it looks like him, but I feel like there's something symbolic there that I've never quite been able to grasp. It's like they aren't the same person, but then they kind of are both serving the same purpose. I feel like that there's something there, but I've never quite been able to identify it.
I think it's playing on the whole made in their own in his own image kind of thing.
Yeah, perhaps. Or it's like maybe there's a spiritual self that's separate from the physical self. There's something there, but
they do mention I believe Walter Gibbons is his name, the older character who also plays Dumont. He was talking about there's like a piece of them, a spirit of every user and every program that's ever written. He mentions that to Dillinger. And I think that also represents why the MCP also acts the way he and all the other programs don't. It's because there is no piece of Dillinger. I mean, that MCP wasn't even originally his program. It was a chess program made by Walter, and then Dillinger took it and then put all this new stuff into it. But none of him is in it, so it acts less human. And so, in turn, Sark doesn't act human compared to Tron, which is written with the power, with the spirit of Alan in there. So it's like, so that's another spiritual theme in there. It's like a part of God's grace is in these programs, and the MCP doesn't have that grace.
The less human it is, the less
you put yourself into it, the less human it's going to be, the less it will be able to be good. MCP only had ambition because of that, and in a way, Dillinger threw away a lot of his own humanity for his ambition. He stole those games in order to get ahead, and now the MCP is emulating it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. And why is it there? The more I've looked into it, the more apparent it's become. All of sci-fi is very biblical and spiritual. Almost all sci-fi, to an alarming degree. And sci-fi is supposed to be the exploration of ideas and then the future of technology, or what if kind of ideas. It's in my head, it seems like fantasy would be more spiritual, more biblical in its themes and ideas. But no, sci-fi, drastically so.
That's what I was going to say is sci-fi is also super intrinsically linked and closely related to fantasy too. In that, I would compare it kind of like hip hop and metal. You got really brutal heavy metal. The vocals are very rhythmic. The instruments very rhythmic. They focus on rhythm. Same with hip hop and rap. Same thing. It's all rhythm based. Kind of,
same idea.
Kind of a similar thing. Yeah, create your own universe, create your own world, here's the rules of the technology, here's the rules of the magic. Let's explore these themes. Let's explore those themes. Yeah, I love it. And it's a great epiphany. And that's why I think they just say sci-fi fantasy. Because there you go.
Also, Daniel's writing sci-fi smut in the chat. Have you guys been paying attention?
Yeah, there was. You had a thought earlier, and I didn't hear a word you said because I read it as one thing, and I just.
And if you're not taking care of your lithium crystal, she can't take much more.
I don't know what the lithium crystal is.
I get it.
Daniel.
You gotta get that Jeffries tube. Yeah. Gotta get it. See, Star Trek was good at that. They had decent world building. Anyway, this is about Tron though, but I would love to hear after this is all settled, maybe a comparison of how Tron lines up with some of the other major sci-fi, powerhouses. How you guys think?
Can you repeat yourself? I had an itch and I could not focus on anything else. Try one more time.
Just after we're done deciding if Tron sinks or floats, just a very quick where Tron lands on the spectrum of sci-fi powerhouses for you guys.
On a spectrum.
Yes. The autism spectrum of sci-fi.
Oh, that spectrum. Okay.
No. I'm just saying, how it lines up for you guys, but against Blade Runner and Star Wars and Dune and some of these others, but we can get to that.
Not a franchise in the same way.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do final thoughts and sink or float. Starting with the biggest Tron fan of all time, Justin.
So as I said, there's plenty to like here. People that this movie has a cult following.
You heard it. You liked it
for a reason. The visuals still hold up. I still haven't really seen anything like it. So it was visually interesting in that sense, and I would say kind of only in that sense. The CGI and the visual look was awesome. The camera not moving drove me nuts. The lack of music bothered me. Basic premise is fun. There's a lot of things to like here, but it didn't win me over. I was bored for most of the movie, wishing I had 1.5x. I checked how much time was left several times. To me, it's not bad, but I'd give it if I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 6, and if it's under a 7, it's a sinker for me. So this is just this is like a bobber, just under the water. Just didn't do it for me.
A doom floater. I gotcha.
A doom floater?
A dirty floater. That's what we call it.
The term is a dirty floater.
When you go in the lake for a few minutes and you go out and mysteriously.
Oh no.
It's a dirty floater. Blasphemy, just he said it floats, Daniel.
It's no Highlander, I'll say that. It's no Highlander.
You loving Highlander and hating Rocky is like one of the biggest. No, I can't do it, dude.
We won't
Anyway,
go back down that path. But
you're cut off. We don't want to hear it. Shut up. Shut up. Draco.
Oh, listen. But this film is definitely inspirational for me. I mean, it really got me interested more in virtual worlds, in computers. It's an amazing looking film. It's excellently paced and written. It's just a simple story of one guy who wants to be recognized, and then using that to do good, to expose a corrupt businessman and bring down a tyrannical ruler. They're all wrapped into the spiritual theme of standing firm and rejecting the world in order to stay true to a higher power. In this case, it's technically humans, but it all works in. I mean, this film is more than just floats. Without this film, we wouldn't have things like Reboot. We wouldn't have things like The Matrix or Kolyoko or a lot of things. The concept of cyberspace and all these fictions are drawn from here. So it not only floats, it ascends. And I maintained my earlier statement. If Top Gun didn't exist, this would be the best movie of the 1980s.
That's a bold statement, my man.
And I stand by it.
I dig it. I dig it. I prefer a bold statement over. I guess it's kind of okay. Like everyone knows a guy who's that's his opinion on every movie, and we all hate that guy. Justin, I give you a lot of crap, but I'm so happy that you hating good movies become such a cornerstone of the lore of our channel. You just having drastically wrong opinions like a third, like 3/8 of the time on everything it really helps.
I'm easy to please. That's the funny thing about all of them. I'm easy to please.
Your face is kind of okay. Thanks, Daniel. I'll take that. I'll take that. So, Tron. Nice. The acting is fun. It's a really interesting concept that was executed visually to perfection. There's not been another film like it before or since. And I think this movie really holds up well, even despite the being over 40 years old. This movie definitely floats. I don't think it's an airship, but it floats strongly. I really like this film. AC, tell us your opinion on Tron's CPU stick and how he uses it to penetrate the Matrix.
You
like that joke?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I see some of the rough around the edges stuff. I can agree with Evaleighmusic on a lot of the pacing stuff, and at the same time, it was just a really ambitious film for the time. However, I also give a lot of credit to like cultural impact and stuff like that. I don't think this is based on any source material, right? Daniel mentioned it was going to be a comic, but like this is the first Tron, right?
No, he's talking about the assets. Like the 3D assets were original designs for an actual game that never happened. But yeah,
right. So I mean, that being said, there's nothing that they're blaspheming. They're not corrupting any sort of IP. They're not adapting anything incorrectly. I mean, it floats. From AC's perspective, it's a floater, but I do see the rough edges. But that just comes with age.
They exist, but I think this film holds up surprisingly well.
Yes, yeah, I will say the same. So that being said, now we get to the part of the show where we talk about our
transformed.
Yes, we get to the part of the show where we talk about our lovely guest and their project, whatever it may be. Maybe it's a new book,
Yes,
an old
Draco.
one, whatever.
We have some serious questions that you need to answer for us.
Yes.
Tell us about your stories, my man.
Yeah, I believe how we kind of do it here lately is we've been having the guests kind of pick a genre of movie based on what they kind of have been writing, and then we pick something popular from the genre that gets as close as possible. And Tron is what we landed on. So yeah, how does the Draco verse align with Tron? Lay it on us, brother.
It's near close to it, because Tron is indeed an inspiration for it, specifically for my series, the Star Warden series, not to be confused with the last Star Warden by Jason. I've been hearing that people have been getting confused.
I was once upon a time I did get the two confused. I'm like, this isn't what I heard about. What's wrong?
Yeah. It just means you guys should collab, I think.
We are. Whenever Jason finds time, I have suggested we do a crossover, but time, money, we'll figure it out one day. But I am still all for it. But to tell you about my Star Warden series, what separates it from Jason is the fact that it's actually closer to Tron, stuff like Star Wars. The classic pulpy, the sci-fi fantasy adventure, action adventure. No deviation for that. No super long details about some kind of politics like Star Trek. No, it's a simple adventure story. It's like your Saturday morning cartoons. It's like if you watch He-Man or Thundercats, or if you watch Sonic the Hedgehog in the 90s. Not adventures, the more serious one.
Oh, sorry, the serious one.
Yes, the more serious.
I like the serious one.
Not adventures, that was comedic, and definitely not Sonic Underground. But
Sonic Underground.
Yeah.
Well, like Sonic started riding a skateboard and putting a hat over his glorious hair.
It's a Nissan Skyline with a spoiler.
Sounds like what happened to metal between the late '80s and early '90s, which is so depressing.
Yeah, well, he isn't abandoning that show. But regardless, my book, the closest thing to Tron is that they both have virtual worlds, and for those of you not in the know, the main antagonist is actually an AI. So yes, perfectly fitting. So yes, perfectly fitting. It is the story of Samuel Barry, the eponymous Star Warden, and as he travels from the planet Earth to an alien world called Therium on a quest to dethrone the Dark Lord Deimos and restore all that is good and right.
Hell yeah!
Currently 3 books with a 4th story in the recently published Mist Creek Tales anthology, which you can find on Amazon or PubShare. They're currently electronic, but there's a print version coming soon, which will have internal illustrations.
Sweet. Do you have a link you can set? We can you can give us so we can share it around, my man. Or
yeah, he popped it into the private chat at 9:36. Correct.
I dropped
before I was here.
The Amazon link in the live chat.
That's where you can find all 3 books. They also have internal illustrations made by Gochimonji. He's my artist. He's an amazing artist, professional, and not too expensive either.
Sweet. Dude, I love real art. Like seriously, there's AI is handy for that kind of thing when you need a quick thing here and there, but it's I've had what's his face from Metal Movies and Brewskis. He's done art for our channel a couple of times and for me individually, and it's just every time it's just it looks so good. I love especially him because he does the whole physical pen and ink thing as well. But yeah, that's great.
So the biggest connection to Tron though and Star Warden, that it has the very similar theme. The Star Warden is definitely a Christian warrior. He's fighting to free the world out of duty. Not for glory, but out of duty. Deimos, the Dark Lord, is a representation of what the world is, or in the concept, and the ruler of the world. The Prince of Darkness and the Prince of Air. That's why it's called the Dark Lord. And their fight is based on that spiritual level. It's not just he's an oppressor of people, and he's oppressing things that are good. It's not Sam is fighting not for the freedom to do what you want, but the freedom to be able to do good, to be a good person. But under Deimos, you can't live life and be a good person. You'd have to compromise too many things. You have to compromise too many things. You have to compromise everything. You'd have to compromise your soul in the process. And Sam represents that resilience, the refusal to compromise on anything important, the refusal to compromise, to stay strong, and reject the world, reject its values, reject what it gives you in turn for doing what's right, even if a lot of pain comes your way. But it's not depressing because he's got a beautiful wife. Her name is Princess Kaguya. She was
my man.
The Summer Empire, one of the greatest nations on Ethereum, until Deimos took over the world. And she fights alongside him because who wouldn't want a good battle couple?
So I'll have my healer elf woman, emo healer elf woman behind me, and I will charge into battle valiantly. She can support.
Be the immovable object in the face of adversity, but
I will stand firm before her.
Yes.
I thought when you were calling her emo, you were saying her name. Like, I'll have my elf healer, Emo Hemon. I thought that was her name. I was like, I like that your books are clocking in too. I mean, they're all under 150 pages, which is nice. You're talking about
Justin
that kind of
hears that
style.
and he just like he gets shivers, dude. He gets so
man. There's so many different projects and so many books to keep up with, and not all of them are available in audiobooks, so you really have to set aside a whole lot of time to sit down and read. So when I see books that I'm like, oh, this is actually something I could get through in a reasonable amount of time, even while I'm juggling a bunch of other books, that makes it very appealing to me, because I'm like, yeah, a book that's like 800 pages, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a while. But 130, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I can read. I know a thing about books. I know words.
I know words.
Yeah, I've read a few of those books. Most of them have the pop-ups, but I'll get, we'll figure it out.
Yep, the first book is 136 pages. That's second book. First book is 130. Second book is 136, and the third one's just 100.
Nice.
Technically 101, but I'm not counting it. It's 100 pages even.
You have to. Your blurb is one of the best I've read in a while. I need to read it out loud sometime before we're done here.
Okay.
I can't take all the credit. Daniel, help me. Full disclosure, he's my editor.
I'll pull it up.
Whimsyland.org and hire him immediately if you're writing a book.
Daniel is like the Watcher in the Marvel universe. He's always there. He's always aware, and like he's back there at all times.
At all.
But yeah, I got it pulled up right here. It's a 3-book series, guys, and it's really good. It's really good.
All right.
Okay, how do you spell your illustrators? How do you say your illustrator's name? Goichimanji.
You gotta say it with like Goichimanji.
Goichimanji.
Yeah. And throw one of those.
What the hell was that?
That's what they do. Goichimanji.
That's good stuff, though.
Yeah. You gotta do that at the end. It makes it cool.
I wish I had some music. I wish I had some songs put on my little sound box here.
I want to hire Justin to make a theme. I just need to know.
Oh, we could do it with AI, dude. Or I don't know. I know a couple musicians right here, maybe 7 or 8 more elsewhere. But let's see. I think I got the voice for this one. Let's see. Once upon a time, on a world far, far away, evil reigned supreme. An army of machines and their collaborators under the command of the ruthless Dark Lord, Deimos, now rules the world. Those who survive become mindless thralls or live in hiding, dreading the day they are fed into the machine. But not all hope is lost. In rides the Star Warden. His name is Sir Samuel Bailey of the planet Earth. Reborn in fire and armed with a ray gun, rocket pack, and the holy sword. Dawnbringer. He sallies forth against the forces of evil, slaying them and saving lives whenever he can. But he is not alone in his quest. The lovely wife, Princess Kaguya, joins him as his faithful wife and companion on her own mission to restore her family to an usurped throne. These are tales of high adventure and heroism, a tale of faith and resilience in dark times, a tale of love, honor, and valor.
All right.
And that... Oh, wait. The Star Warden. Wherever evil comes forth, none shall find him wanting.
Man, that was excellent.
I need to work on how I say love. I can't say love and read it normally when I do it. I don't mean to.
So what's the like? These books look like they're pretty fun, pretty good time. Is it like you said? It's similar to a Saturday morning cartoon. So is it like a PG, a soft PG-13? Is it more kind of fun? Are the characters making jokes, or is it more light but serious? Or
I would definitely say it's PG-13 for some light swearing.
Okay.
A bit of gory action scenes, but overall, it's not super gory. There's some descriptions in there, but otherwise, it's not like you're going to be seeing a lot of blood and stuff since he's fighting robots for the most part.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's imagine a Saturday morning cartoon, but the censors are gone. There's no broadcast standard and practices to get in the way. So
Gotcha.
I'm able to go a little bit further. Not too much to make it like, oh, it's this super adult, super serious thing. No, it's fun. The main character here makes a bunch of jokes, and he makes references that people don't get because they're not from Earth, but that's part of the humor.
He also has the holy sword, Dawnbringer.
That would actually be great if he's just making a bunch of jokes that are esoteric and there's literally no way for the reader to understand them. I know that isn't what your book is doing, but that would make me laugh if it did. He's just saying.
I mean,
like,
in universe, because the other characters he throws just don't get it. They just like he in the recent story, he makes an Uncle Sam pun because his name is Sam, and it's very Uncle Sam. The other character just doesn't get the pun. And it's like, oh, yeah, of course. You wouldn't.
Who is Samuel? Who is he?
Who is this
Why
Uncle
is he
Samuel?
your uncle?
This is Patriarch Samuel.
Patriarch Samuel.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason his name is Sam is because his full name Samuel is from the same judge in the Bible. I did that deliberately because it fits. It's the same reason why I chose the name Kaguya for her, because like that's a mythical Japanese character. So I thought, okay, they both fit. They both fit that standard. So I thought it would work together.
And Bailey's because liquor.
No,
not wait. I don't know of a liquor called Bailey, but no, I chose Bailey because it's like the bailiff. It's related to law, and he's a warden. So it's like, okay, that perfectly symmetrical name.
It's like a chocolatey, vanilla, milky kind of drink.
Bill, that's Samson, not Samuel.
They put in coffee and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or
Does he also get his power taken away by a thought?
Bill, that's every modern man, not the character in this fictitious story.
Yeah.
Justin's like, it's not true, honey. I swear. I know you're
No, yeah. So you're not going. I'm not gonna listen. Characters are gonna say kill. Some people are going to die. So it's not only back on that, but it's not meant to be depressing. I'm not going to try and there's not a lot of dark stuff in there like, oh, this is serious. You should take it seriously. Like a modern day superhero film. Like, no, it's light. It's fun. You're supposed to have fun with the book. And yes, the villain is very serious, but he has the classic monologuing and gloating. He's your classic mustache twirling villain. He's just very super dangerous. Like all the other cartoon villains, but the censors had to keep him on lockdown, so he didn't look too serious.
I also like how each cover looks like a progression of the same fight, potentially. Like, first one is like, he's on the outside, he has a sword, he's ready to slay bad guys with a hot woman. Number 2, hot woman has joined the fight, we're on the inside now. Third one is like, I'm confronting you, sir. No evil shall stand before me.
Oh man, her outfit in the second one on the second cover there, she reminds me of, you know, the game Shantae, I think it's called. It's like little genie girl. Yeah, she kind of looks like that. And the dude in the background, was his name Deimos?
Yes.
Deimos? He reminds me of.
He looks exactly like a fantasy Tron character, which I know is like the point, but
he reminds me of Metal Man or one of those characters, or Cut Man from Mega Man. He's got that kind of vibe.
A little bit of
he's
that,
got, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it, but he looks more close to the Boomerang from Mega Man X. He has the horn.
Heck.
The giant clawed hand is also a nice touch.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
His wife having wings is reminding me of the character in the Dark Crystal for some reason.
Well, she is a fairy.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You gotta do Dark Crystal soon.
There's like a lot of familiar things in this. Like, it looks unique, but at the same time, like, I've seen this somewhere. I think it's like, yeah.
Listen, I've stolen from everything.
Yeah, everything is
Not you.
Allegedly.
I just stole from all the things I liked to make this story because I had to.
That's how it should be done, man.
That's called creativity.
Yeah,
it's like when you steal from one person, it's stealing. When you steal from everybody, it's creativity.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. It's
go.
inspiration, right?
It is the biggest inspiration behind these books is like I had to write them. Listen, and Star Wars got murdered in front of my face.
Yeah.
Go,
And
dude.
then-
What, Draco? When did you realize Star Wars was being taken around back?
The moment I finished The Last Jedi in theaters.
I walked out of that film. I didn't even finish it.
Oh.
That's how upset I was.
I finished the whole thing. And then I sat through Rise of Skywalker and Solo.
Oh, dude, I didn't. I watched Rise of Skywalker. It. People are like, it's not as. They're like, it's worse than The Last Jedi. I'm like, Last Jedi is more damaging though.
Yeah, I disagree. Rise of Skywalker is better, but that's fighting between what's the best turd.
Yeah, you're
It's like-
highlighting.
It's like, which is the worst venereal disease? I don't know. All of them.
Yeah, it's like if I had to deal with one, I'd deal with Rise of Skywalker because it at least tries to appeal to the fans. It's just not a well-told story. But The Last Jedi is just it's just an insult.
It's an insult to everything that I love about the original. It's so bad.
I haven't even memorized which one's which based on the titles. If you're like, oh, 7 or like what was it, 4, 5, no, 7, 8, 9. If you said that, I'd be like, gotcha. But when you say those titles, I'm like, I don't know if that was the first new one, the second new one, or the third one.
But in addition to Star Wars being killed, I sat through a terrible She-Ra reboot.
Yeah.
And it was disgusting. Listen, that entire series is disgusting. Like, I try not to hate because that can be reserved for truly evil things, but that is one of the few things I just hate outright because it is so bad from top to bottom. But it's too long for this stream. Point is, I had to write because either I needed to complain about this on the internet because entertainment was just so bad, or I needed to do something else. And
It was a dark time for a couple of years. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like so either join the ranting and raving on YouTube or write my own entertainment. I chose the latter, and the rest is history. Like, these books just had to get out because they could not stand what the world was giving me. Not even Japan was safe because Japan.
Yeah, they were starting to get affected by all that nonsense too.
You can even
It's like not even that. They were just they made all these, like, Isekai was getting popular. There was more of the stories being adapted to anime, but all of the stories were boring. Like,
right.
So you want us to go to another world. You want to see a story about some high school kid who dies all the time.
Well, that's Isekai. Isekai's always been bad.
No objection. Isekai has
Not
freaking
always, but
objection.
majority, like Japanese anime Isekai has always been bad.
Digimon, Magical Knight, Rare, Monster Rancher. It wasn't all bad. It was.
There
good.
are exceptions to the rule, but it's a rule. It's bad.
It's bad on purpose, though. Like, look at the titles. Help! I turned into an orc.
I can't talk because I went on the biggest romance anime binge of any person on the planet after my divorce for some reason. It's like stage 4 of healing. Watch every bad and romance anime that exists.
Exactly. They're like good and like I don't know.
Well,
It's like bad
AC,
charm.
I had to
know.
know which of the quintessential quintuplets he was going to end up with. 2 seasons in, I'm still not sure.
Yeah, you never know, right?
No.
Exactly.
He's just like, I can't even talk to this guy.
Yeah, dude,
Listen, I don't watch most romance anime. I wanted to watch something good, but Japan couldn't give me it. You're going to give me a bunch of these isekai where we go to these other worlds and they're all medieval fantasy Dragon Quest template worlds with either annoying, boring characters that are dealing with their family drama and political drama, or they're just sad sacks, like with Shield Hero. That anime completely fell off. Oh, it had potential at first, but my gosh, it fell off when it ran out of enemies and then
Daniel,
And
that
now
last
these
comment, that's
characters-
kind of is a show actually, but Anyway.
Oh, is this?
Yes. That is a show that exists. So. Basically. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Did you really slip on a banana peel? Because that's kind of novel.
Yeah, they slip on food. They get hit by a bus or a truck. I like when Konosuba makes fun of that because he is so dehydrated he hallucinates that a tractor is a bus and goes to save the girl, and then she's completely safe. The tractor's going slow, and then he has a heart attack because he's out of shape and he dies.
In the world?
Yeah, no, he's in the afterlife, and the goddess is giving him options for like what cool thing he's gonna have in the new world, and then she starts making fun of how he died and how his family even laughed at the way that he died.
You're only selling isekais on us harder. Like,
this is an exception. Konosuba is God's blessing on this beautiful world, and it's a great show.
It's a complete farce, but I spare it because it knows it's a farce and doesn't.
It knows it. It knows it. It plays into it, and it's like. Every character is like that derpy, bad, like meme D&D character that your friend would play in a campaign. And that's what it is. Every single character.
It's fun, right? That's the whole thing. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't a farce. That's why Star Wars is playing it straight, because I need to teach people that no, you don't go into other worlds just to be having overpowered characters, and then we deal with your family drama because we don't have any enemies to fight. We have in Star Wars, we have an actual enemies to fight. There are actual stakes, and the character is a hero. He's not some person who got hurt in the past. Now they have to be angry at the world every time. Now Fumi and Hajime. Ugh.
I also like that Samuel Bailey. He understands the universal fact of all of these worlds. All heroes wear capes.
Yeah,
it looks good. It's a solid look. I like the like medieval knight / old school sci-fi / like warrior. I don't know, the vibe is there. I dig it. It's cool.
Remind me, you said you're working on the 4th book currently, and how many books total is this going to be? Is it just going to be ongoing and for forever and ever? Or are you like, no, it's a five books and then we're done? Where do you think?
No, there's an ending. It's just I don't know if it's going to be 12 books or 13 books.
Gotcha.
Because listen, Volume 3 wasn't actually supposed to exist. This was supposed to be like a trilogy for the first arc, and then I'm going to be moving on to a more Star Wars like, where Star Wars would be traveling to different worlds. The thing is, though, I needed to write the 3rd book in order to set up that planet hopping adventure. So the original 3rd got pushed back to 4th. And now I got the 3rd one. I'm glad I actually like the 3rd one because they allowed me to introduce the character of Vivian, who you will all love.
Vivian. Wait, no, we gotta say this right. Oh, Vivian. Okay.
Yes. Think Vivian and Merlin.
Anyway, Vivian is a man, but
what's her role in the party, so to speak?
Well, she's support. She is the sorceress of cyberspace and the apprentice of Merlin.
Of Merlin?
Yes, of Merlin. Who invented the vast cyberspace universe called the Codex, which is very important to the Star Wars story.
See, that's what I appreciate about, like, because I've had ideas about a world like this, but in my idea of it, like, I would use all of the bad search engines as regions in the world. It's like, we have entered the Safari. Nothing works.
Safari years.
You must go to the wisdom of the ancients. Who is it? The Firefox.
What is this place? Is this GeoCities? Actually, I don't know if that's a browser or website. Angel Fire.
We must go to the Great Library.
We have
Gmail.
We have to ask Jeeves. That might be before y'all's time.
No, that's right on time.
Yeah, you're old.
Oh, I remember Jeeves.
You were 8 years old when Jurassic Park came out. I wasn't even alive when Jurassic Park came out.
You were just a little egg. A little egg Kahuna.
A lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom around. A lot of.
Yeah. But yeah, Vivian, she's the cyberspace sorceress trained under Merlin, and she comes to help bridge the gap between the cosmic side of the war and what's going on Ethereum, because Deimos didn't just conquer Ethereum; he conquered a lot of parts of the galaxy. We just aren't there in the story. But that is referenced throughout all three books. Well, books 2 and 3. The first book is just your standard introduction. You're going to get a lot of this information and a lot of details, because I just told you that Deimos is an AI. I didn't tell you a lot of details, and you won't get it from me. I don't even consider it spoiling more since we're 3 books in, but yes.
Hell yeah.
2 and 3, we're still going to get into we're still going to get into details in that. But yeah, Vivian's support. She's providing technology. She's providing knowledge, and effectively, cyberspace is like mana in D&D. It is the sword. It is a form of magic, because magic exists. There's divine magic, which Ka uses. There is demonic magic, which you don't want to touch unless you're willing to sell your soul. And then there's the advanced technology of cyberspace, which is a form of magic in itself. Because remember in the 80s, computers is magical. No one sees computers as magical because they're all mundane, but I refuse that classification.
Oh yeah,
they're still amazing things.
Dude, our world is magical. What's like Wi-Fi, electricity? Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Have you looked at how?
I think I started something in the chat. They're all talking about the different kingdoms in this supposed world. The indestructible kingdom of Nokia. Oh, Samsung Land, the frozen wasteland filled with bears. Its technology is simple and somehow still broken. The water glows. What is going on?
Yeah. I love our chat.
We talk about tech being magical and picturing like characters that just have cell phones, and the cell phones like shoot beams out of them. And like when it's reloading, it has an update, and they gotta wait for the update to go forward.
I'd get that. I'd get that graphic novel.
Yeah, Fireball app.
Cell phone warriors.
Fire app. Yeah. Fireball app. It's like those old beer chugging apps. You remember the novelty? Like, I'm drinking a beer.
When our iPhone first came out. Yeah, no one understood it until we saw that app. We're like, oh.
Communications in the cyber realm have been disrupted. There's only one old way to communicate between the lords. It's called car phone.
Wait, didn't the Zelda universe lean into it? Did it said ancient tech? Yeah, it's like ancient tech, but it's cell phones. Download these apps.
The Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the iSheik. The iSheik. Yeah. It's interesting.
In Star Warden, does anybody know that Samuel Bailey is like not from there, or is like,
yes.
or okay, his wife, or like, wait, it'd be funnier if everybody knew but her, and then she found out from a friend.
Poor princess.
That might be funny, but no, she knows.
Okay, good.
I definitely. There is some flashbacks in the first volume. You'll get some details on their relationship. But yeah, she knows about Earth and such.
Sweet. No, that's cool. And as far as feel, like, what does it feel like? What if you had to ascribe a vibe to your stories, or like a tone, perhaps, is a not less Gen Z vomit-inducing word to use.
A vibe, yeah.
Man, it's like the tone is man, I want to use the word camp, but that's only part of it. It really cartoony is the best way I can describe the tone, and you can take that however you want. It's serious when it needs to be. It's fun when it doesn't need to be serious. But internally, everyone takes it seriously, even the most ridiculous things. It doesn't wink and nod at you. Sincerity would actually be the better word. That would the tone that's correct. It's sincere in everything that it does.
There you go.
Yes. And the whole idea of multiple shorter stories, doing it yourself, especially after a call to action like watching Star Wars be butchered right in front of you as a sci-fi fan and now sci-fi author. It really highlights this greater idea of like the Iron Age, Comicsgate, this whole independent movement that a lot of us have kind of been a part of recently or have seen. For those who don't know, it's just the whole pushback since even before like the whole pandemic of just like the rejection of modern media and stuff, writing what you love, like, and that it includes music, making the music that you love, but admittedly, and Evalie and Chrisman could attest to this too. That like that spirit has always been alive in music. The whole support your local musician and like go out on the
yeah,
street.
music has always been pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Because like in music more than a lot of other industries, it's like I feel like an indie musician has a higher percent chance of making it big than in just a nobody in other creative ventures. Maybe that's not accurate, but that's just kind of the impression. I'm like, it seems like there's an easier, more organic way for that to happen. Perhaps not easy by any means, but man, I am not doing. I don't know. My brain's not braining right now.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, music's easy. I mean, the song's what, 3 minutes? So if it catches on, it's easy to spread, and share and all that stuff because it's such a small.
Unless you're Iron Maiden, then your songs are 18 minutes.
Or Opeth, yeah.
Well, and there's a lot of spirit of rebellion kind of written in music just naturally. Like even the idea of dancing, right? It's kind of like this whole freeform idea of like letting loose, expressing yourself. I'm releasing energy because I'm so excited, right? It's like even the idea of dancing is kind of a rebellious act in itself. So yeah, it's always been there. And I do personally think that could be something that authors and other creatives could apply. I think it's no coincidence that our co-captain Chrisman, who by the way was going to be here, but he had surprise family visit, so he's doing family stuff. Which
don't we all love that? It's like surprise family visit. We're here for 8 days. Sorry. Anyway.
I don't blame him. So, but yeah, it's no surprise that somebody like him would also make a movie. You make music. Musics have music videos. Music videos are like micro movies at the end of the day. Especially the ones that are more story driven. So it's kind of like walking itself to making movies. Movies lead to writing, like prose, right? Narrative that leads to writing a book, which leads to working with Daniel P. Riley of Whimsyland.
All roads lead to Daniel. We know it. You know it. I know it. We all know it.
His G Sedai books.
Yes.
Or the manga.
G Sedai books are very good. I really enjoy them. It's Daniel. So,
Star Warden, sword and sorcery for the modern reader.
Yeah. And to clarify that, that's not Daniel's
very
voice.
slippery slope of indie writing.
Oh my!
Anyway,
that's not Daniel's voice, right? It's for Daniel. That was for Daniel.
Oh
no, we're gonna go with that's Daniel's voice. You know it, I know it. We've all talked to him. We've heard him. Yeah. That's that husky, that husky voice.
Devilman. Devilman.
He's talking about
Albert the Lunatic. Your opinions have been very strong opinions. That doesn't mean good. Some of them have been right, but you also think Konosuba is trash. So, moving on.
I'm here for the opinions, Kahuna. I like Albert. He has a nice picture. It makes me hungry. Look at that.
I need to come up with a voice for Albert the Lunatic. Let's see. I don't know who this is, so I'm not apologizing.
I know who he is.
Howdy, it's Albert the Lunatic. Devilman is an amazingly dark.
Yes.
That's how he sounds. So.
It's not every day you get a Kahuna voice, Albert. I would charge you that. I would charge
That's
you
true.
Yeah.
I normally charge for that.
Yeah.
That sounded much more sexual than I was going for. A little sexual, but not too much.
So I'm looking forward.
Man, that makes me think you're like a 14-year-old girl. Moving on.
Oh, he's an old man. We're here for it. What up, Albert?
So
Cheers.
He's not that old. He's just Canadian.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Ew.
Ew, Canadian. I'm looking forward to the Star Warden show. It feels like it could be like an animated show someday, perhaps.
It has the look.
I would actually imagine a couple of short movies, maybe.
Or wait, I got it. It's like presented by Netflix, Star Warden, brought to you by the modern creators of She-Ra, Princess of Power. No.
Yeah, those or worse, a showrunner, 80 Shakar. It's like, oh no.
It's like presented by Netflix, like the most coin flip possible that you could imagine. It could be good, but it could be really,
Yeah,
really
you either gonna get a One Piece or a Cowboy Bebop. There's no in between.
Yeah, it's
wild. Why do people feel the need? Like Disney live action is bad, and we all agree, but like anime should not be live action. Like clearly, it should not be. It's not better. It's not made better live action. Even Japan can't do anime live action almost at all. No. It's like you guys see their Attack on Titan. Like, has anyone seen the abominable Attack on Titan live action movie Japan made?
No.
It's embarrassingly bad. It is so much worse than like I can even describe to you. It's not an American problem. It is just a.
It's a medium issue.
I do have to hand it to Japan for keeping a lot of the they didn't keep all of it out, right? But they kept a lot of the ideology out. At the end of the day, there was like an iron cultural barrier of Japan saying no to a lot of the that outside influence. So it unironically became a bastion for a lot of Western people, like just not wanting to deal with that like politics in their stories, right? They went to anime, and it factored in. I think it factored in to them just bulldozing the market.
Hold on, Daniel has an idea.
Whimsyland Productions presents Iron Underground, a 15-minute Star Warden animated episode and a 15-minute G-Sedai animated episode. Ooh.
Get RK in on that, Daniel. Get RK on that. I got to finish editing my novel on that thought.
Well, we got to do a different voice for RK.
A long time ago, the legends of RK reached through the stars and into your home, presenting the legend of RK.
It's like a
banjos.
Yes, yeah.
That perfectly captures the tone of that book.
I meant more like cosmic guitar, but we'll go with banjos. Banjos is way funnier. I'll say that.
It faded into the dueling banjos. That's what it was.
It started off like 80s, like long note guitar, and then turned into.
Yeah.
Draco, if you like, is there a soundtrack from a movie or a show that you think would fit well, like style wise, with Star Warden? Like, what do you picture? You're not like Flash Gordon era, but is it like what do you got? What do you think?
I'm not entirely sure. Like it's a lot there's like a lot of things just running in my head like what would work for the soundtrack, but I don't know. I don't have a single one I could point to.
Oh, it's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Eric, that is so rude.
Like best I could say it'd be some sort of 80s synth, and I don't know what movie that would fit.
Ouch, dude.
Dude, you gotta warn a guy. Holy
yeah. Oh, it's so funny because it's like it's not true.
You guys keep talking. I gotta find. Justin has this quality where he looks a little bit like a lot of different people, but I found the perfect stand-in. Like if he needed a stunt double, like for background scenes because they couldn't afford him, like Justin would be perfect. Let me see if I can find this guy.
That I don't know how I feel about that. That was a compliment.
I feel great.
Yeah. I like less than half of you, half as well as you deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. We got Anne. She says Japan isn't without ideology. That's true. I think the thing is they're so strong in their ideology that it kept it at bay. A different vector than ours is keep special interest stuff like gay romance in its own corner. Yeah. I mean,
gay.
Yeah, I'm sure they're riddled with their own like ideologies and stuff. I'm sure they have their own problems too. But like, yeah, I think that just factors more into like the last thing they needed was like our problems, right? So they're just like, no. They're like, no thanks. You can keep that, America in the West in general. Yeah. Okay, so I think it leads us kind of into our next portion here. Draco, do you have any last mentions about your universe and stuff?
Listen, wherever you can find it to read it, I just say read it. If you need something fun in your life, if you need something inspiring, if you just need to read to get away from either your job or from bad media, my books are a great selection for that. They're short, they're quick to read. All the characters are fun, and it doesn't try to be something else. My books are 100% sincerity. They're 100% me, and that's what I want to give you. I want to give you my best self so you can be better yourself.
Fantastic. Yeah,
absolutely.
I think there's a lot of us out there, especially with like how you said you witnessed Star Wars get destroyed. There's a lot of us out there wanting to better everything. Justin, what were you gonna say?
I read. To
No, I'm reacting to Eric Grant.
Oh, is he?
Eric
shows up,
just
starts
ripping it.
throwing haymakers. Yeah.
I read to get away.
Oh, cripes.
Haymaker.
Man, you're just catching strays tonight.
It seems you have a rival.
He's going crazy, dude.
Dark Evaleighmusic.
Good
Eric
stuff.
Grant.
Good stuff.
I like it.
Okay, Justin, give him a real solid Justin insult back.
Yes.
Oh man.
Please.
Insult his family. His
on
parents.
the spot.
This is your chance. Oh, give him the haymaker, buddy. Give him just right to the gut. Just.
I can't think of any, especially this late. It's all lame. Eric, more like Derek. Think about that one.
You got him.
Your name's missing a letter. So there.
Fuck yeah, that's very Evaleighmusic.
Oh.
It's very Evaleighmusic. I like
It's like it's not hard. It's like everybody insults me. See, you guys got nothing, and we're
You
moving
got
on.
nothing. Yeah. I had nothing. Yeah.
Oh man.
Good stuff.
You're welcome.
But yeah, like you see stuff like again, just the going example, Star Wars get butchered, and you're just like, I think it's not like I can do better, even though that is the case a lot of times. But like, let's be real.
I got 3 books of proof.
There's some of these cases though where they're not like they have to not be terrible writers because they got that far. I mean, yeah, there's the whole like you get grandfathered in various ways, guys. Don't get me wrong, the corruption and fraud and everything is all there. But like there is definitely some cases where it's like we know that this is like a good writer. Like what happened here, they clearly, got infected in some way by some sort of political thing. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's really sad in some of these cases because it's like that's not that guy, even that chick over there wasn't a bad writer. Like,
yeah. I heard the same with Greg Wiseman. Make Gargoyles and Young Justice, but didn't get infected along the way.
Yeah.
I can only thank the Lord for blessing me with the skills and perseverance to write. It keeps me away from any demonic infection that comes my way if I get popular enough to get their attention.
That's so true, and there's a lot of weird headlines lately too that is in line with that demonic stuff, especially like with how, I mean, at first it's like, okay, it's funny, it's cute, it's edgy, it's whatever, it's your thing. If you're a celebrity or a musician or something, to okay, like devil horns, whatever, hail Satan, all that garbage. But I feel like it has truly gotten to a point where like whether intended or not, some people are seriously like taking it serious and actually becoming it has become a thing to worship the god of no morals, essentially.
Even that atheist comedian was talking about that. He's like, I don't believe in God, but I get it. Like people with faith, I understand it. Who I don't get, you believe in God, and you're with the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah, like because you have to believe, right? Because like when you acknowledge the other guy, these people who are like, oh, I'm a Satanist or whatever, they have to acknowledge then everything else that goes along with that. I don't know, and I get it. There's nuances to all religion, and I'm not trying to make this like a religious discussion, unless you guys want to.
Derek is fixed.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, you got me there. Way to go, champ.
He caught that. He's like, he checked that blow. He was like,
Yeah, that's that.
Alex
All I have is that in a
Lunatic
chat
says,
GPT.
Kahuna, are you related to Rokishi? I'm not sure who that is, but I'm worried. I'm
It's a
worried
wrestler.
about looking that.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, a wrestler?
He kicked
I
ass.
can't say I am for certain.
Dude, Rikishi is the man.
That's okay. So that's wrestling before I was only into wrestling like WWE stuff like for a brief period of time. But yeah, AC, share this image. I found we found Justin's little secret.
My little
He's an actor. It's Justin. The nose is wider, but it's him. Dude, it's definitely you. Hairline's the same also, obviously.
It's
Gotta
at least
do
an
more,
uncle or
squint your
something.
eyes.
Like this
An
guy's
uncle.
related to you, dog.
He's working on his tan.
Like yeah, like there are
Yeah,
other
right.
images, but like he looks a lot like you in most pictures.
Yeah. Like
I
Royce.
think he's Spanish too, like Manuel Garcia Rulfo. Rulfo? I'm not sure how to say that. He's
Get this
born
man
in a
straight up.
place in Mexico that I can't pronounce. I'm gonna try it anyway. Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Get this man a singlet at this point for modesty's sake.
For modesty's sake, a singlet.
I used to oh wow, that took me back. So anyway, we had a photo shoot for wrestling, and one guy thought it would be funny if he put like a folded pair of socks in his singlet for the pictures, and then we all did it.
Yes.
Nobody said a word in editing. Or
What?
anything.
What?
And it all looks like we're just like we're all
Nobody said
packing,
anything,
brother.
huh?
It was
That would have been rude, I suppose.
It was
to say
so
something.
fun. It was so funny because you know how like schools put out like images promoting like their sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't say anything, guys? Come on. You didn't say... All right, send it. Send it.
Our wrestling team is large and in charge.
Yeah. You guys want to wrestle? Okay,
Oh.
I think that is a good time to call it, boys. Any last regards before we say goodnight to the lovely audience, the chat. Eric, Derek,
Hold on, wear a
Frank.
bra, Kahuna? Freak
Yeah, I
you,
thought
dude.
Hold on.
I kind of like, you know, I didn't like him earlier. I kind of dig this Albert guy now, whoever he is.
That also has sass.
I'm like he doesn't give a one shit. He's gonna say whatever he wants.
I gotta respect the straightforwardness. Yeah, yeah. And then Eric being a good sport, he's Derek now. He's renewed. he's renewed.
It's actually a derelict. Okay.
Yeah,
Derelict.
that's what I was saying.
Yes.
Derek.
Yes.
It's not Derek. It's Derek.
Derek.
Derek. Yeah.
Later, once on top of the world, now fallen from grace.
God, that was a good week. That movie was fucking hilarious.
That movie's still funny.
Yeah, I can't wait to do another funny movie. Let me give everybody out there a quick rundown on some upcoming movies. We don't do that very much.
Not in a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
how the channels change in our processes over the years.
Next Next week, you can catch the Iron Seas with guest B.A. Turner on the 19th with the movie Sin City on the Iron Seas for the first time. And the week after that, Jason McHuston.
We couldn't have Draco and Jason
went out of my way.
consecutively. It wouldn't have worked.
We're
We're talking about Star Wardens and then also different Star Wardens.
And for McHuston, we're leaning towards Dark City. But chat, you can weigh in right now before the end of the show. Dark City or The Matrix? Cast your vote.
I've never seen Dark City. Isn't that Lovecraft movie?
I never have either, so I'm down for it. But The Matrix is also
Matrix.
awesome.
I love a reason. I don't need a reason to rewatch The Matrix.
Exactly.
I love that film.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'll count up all the votes for Dark City or Matrix in the chat before or after the show.
And also, thank God BA chose Sin City because I was not going to watch any of the Snyderverse movies again. I'm sorry, you can't pay me.
I gave him the option of Snyder. I was like, Snyder or something else. What are you thinking, bro? I don't know. Like, what do you Batman comes to mind, but you better, And he's like, something, yeah, or like Sin City, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, like Sin City all day. Let's go. We haven't done Willis. Yep. Gotta. And it has like who's it have? It has Frodo in it. Bruce Willis, all kinds
Isn't
of stuff.
Jessica Alba in it?
I think so. Maybe.
Has that one kid who was gay in that '70s show? What's his name? That actor.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. You
Yeah,
know,
that guy. The gay
he was
guy.
Robin in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Mm-hmm. And doesn't
Gordon Levitt Hewitt something like
Oh,
that?
JGL, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, JGL.
JGL's in that movie. Are you sure about that?
Is it?
Are you sure about that?
In Sin City, I think so.
We'll find out.
I'm almost certain.
Tune in to find out if GGL is
May
in
not
Sin
make
City.
it. Maybe that's why we don't remember.
Don't Google it and tune in to find out. If
Is he? I don't know.
Tune in
Mobius
2
Moore.
weeks from now. No, next week.
now.
To
You
find
think Minnie
out-
was always famous?
That's right.
The bitch.
Oh my god. But yeah, nothing new on my end. Just working on a lyric video. That'll be out soon on Empty My Lungs. Kahuna, how about you?
I'm doing things with Iron Seas. Obviously, I've kind of put like creative work on a pause for a little bit. I've just been spending a lot of time with family. There's been a lot of stuff going on. We went on a trip. Found a cougar was sniffing out our tent during the night.
Wasn't
which
sure
is
where that
exciting.
story's going.
Oh no, not
I
that.
thought you were like, we went on a camping trip. I found a cougar. I thought that's what, I was like, oh, all right.
Went camping on the east side, and let me tell you about those cougars. They have claws, and they do bite.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, I asked the people at this really nice campground, like they had pools and this whole bouncy area for the kids. It's like, have there been any cougars like spotted recently? Because I'm very aware of the danger with little children and cougars. I'm like, oh, no, I don't think we have any cougars. I'm like, we definitely have cougars, so that is worrisome. Come out the next morning after, and over the top of our tracks are calf prints about this big. And I'm just like, oh, that is upsetting because I did not hear it at all. All right, but yeah, no, just living life, enjoying stuff. I'll get back to my own channel stuff here in a little bit. Maybe for the Creed concert, I'll put a little something together. But yeah, just enjoying life and working on the Iron Seas, and yeah, here we are, man.
Draco Knight.
I would like to thank Pritchard and everyone for having me on. I wanted to get on the Royce show. That didn't work out, but I'm grateful I got on the Iron Seas. Yar.
Heck yeah, man.
What
We're
I'm
happy
doing
to have you.
what I'm currently doing is I'm trying to focus on this. I got a short Star Wars story that I've got released before, and then working back on Star Wars Volume 4. 2025 has been a weird year, just weird, and there's been sickness and there's been loss, but I'll get back on the horse soon enough after it.
Hell yeah, brother.
You need to cleanse every now and then. That's what, you know? Yeah, for sure. What about you, Justin?
You'll be de-rezzed.
Oh yeah, that was
I didn't read that.
in the movie, and he says you'll be de-res. The guy threatens him, and then he says something else, and I don't care what it was. I wanted him to say no, but you'll be de-rizzed, and then he hits him in the head with the thing. It's Gen Z slang from about 6 months back. Yeah, made me giggle.
No, there is no Gen Z slang in my books.
No. Dang it! No cap. No. On God.
Forgive Justin.
By the way, no, don't. We should have iron seasoning. Should be something we sell, like instead of hot sauce, iron
That would be
seasoning.
not hot sauce.
And-
How dare you?
No, just salt. Let's just get
salt.
straight up, just plain salt, ionized, and
Throw in
make
salt.
it like pH alkaline, like 15 or something. Say it's a health thing.
Coming soon from an Iron Sea near you.
Oh my god, Iron Seasoning is just
Iron
salt.
Sea.
It's just salt. Yeah,
That's what
but
it is.
Mixed
we call
with
it
the
like
sweat of all of your hosts. Iron
like-
Seasoning.
oh god, mystery seasoning. Like it's so good, and it's all mysterious, but it's just salt.
It has
Um,
that secret ingredient.
That's what we're throwing.
I was supposed to be working on vocals for like 4 songs, and I got one almost done. But then I started working on recording music again instead. So I think I'll have a new album of some sort out by the new year. That's the goal. How many songs it will be in that, I'm not sure. It's going to be at least 5, but I got to kind of play around with it and see what I want to do. But I am I have a lot of music chambered. I write music the way I read books. I'll have like 8 going at once, and so nothing gets done for a long time, and then all of a sudden a lot of things get done all at once. And right now we're
Sounds like me dating.
So I'm kind of working my way through it. So stay tuned. I mean, it'll probably be a little bit later in the year, but there's stuff coming. If you like metal and such, and it'll be there.
Justin, just give me a quote. Just give me a financial quote. I still want to hire you.
Oh, you're hiring me?
What money I need to raise?
Wait, what are you hiring me for? Did I miss?
I want you to make some themes for the Star Wars, for like the
music.
Main Star
Oh,
Wars.
some themes.
Oh, you knocked it out of the park.
We can talk. It just depends. Timelines
He
are the
wants
biggest.
really
the biggest
slow,
thing.
simple
So-
synth.
I'll talk to you later about it. I got.
Yeah, we can talk about
music.
Yeah, sounds good.
Heck yeah.
Real thing. Last thing, just into anticipation of Justin's upcoming solo project.
Justin, known as Evaleighmusic, he has a wonderful wife, a fulfilling job, and creative hobbies that keep him busy. But when he was a young little girl, he had a dream. A dream he would write and make more music to affect the world. Coming soon.
Okay, there we go.
When he was a young little girl, I love it.
Is that what they do?
I don't know why young and little together made it funnier, but
No, it was,
Yeah.
and when he was a young little girl, like, oh my god, dude. On that note, Kahuna, do you want to woo us away?
I think I can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, boy.
it is me, the Ultimate Kahuna. This has been your weekly Iron Seas podcast with guest Draco Knight and his inevitable Star Wardens. Thank you for joining us. Join us next week on Tuesday at 6:30 PST, the Lord's time. Thank you and good night. Woo!